Good morning students, I am Satnam Kaur. Today I am going to explain the class 9th chapter number 26 coordinate geometry. Now coordinate geometry, coordinates. Ordinates means value of x and value of y. Now graph we already know. Graph I am just main concept I will explain again. There is two axes, one is x axis and other one is the y axis. X axis that means x positive and negative, y axis that means positive and negative, and where the x axis and y axis cut each other, that is called origin, O point, where x and y both are the 0. And one thing more, on the x axis, see it one, this is our x axis. In this side, right side, that means x is positive. On the left side, that is x is negative. In the same way, y axis, above that is y positive, below that is y negative. And where these two axes are cut, that is called origin, where x and y both are 0. Now see on the x axis, y is not. Y cut it at the 0 point. That means every time on the x axis value of y will be 0. In the same way, on the y axis every time x will be 0. Clear? Again, on the x axis y is 0, on the y axis x always will be 0. If I take any another point here and there, it has some value of x and some value of y, and these are the coordinates. It is called first, it is called second, this one is the third, and this one is the fourth one. Now in this, if I see this first, x is positive, y is positive. That means first x will be positive, y also will be positive. In the second one, y is positive, but x become now negative. It means value of x will be negative and the value of y will be positive. In the third coordinate, x is negative, y is also negative. The value of x will be negative, value of y will also be negative. Now come in the fourth, just anti-clockwise. See it anti-clockwise. Now this value, x is positive and y is negative. These values are there. Now we come over on the exercise. And one thing more, in the bracket 2 points are given. First value that always belongs to x, the second value always belongs to y. Don't take interchange. If you interchange, the whole sum will be wrong. First value will be, because x come first value belongs to x, second value belongs to y. Now in your first exercise 26a, two words are there, abscissa and ordinate. Abscissa is the value of x, and ordinate, that is the value of y. Once again, value of x is called abscissa, value of y is called ordinate. Now in this first sum, the equation name the dependent or independent variable. Now dependent, who depend on someone. Independent, that means I am not depending on anyone, I am alone, I can do anything. Now in this sum, the value y equals to 4 upon 3x plus 7 is given. Now if I want to let any value, which I let the value of x. I can let any value of x, that means that is independent because I can take any of it. But y, if I take x, that like 3, I just suppose x as 3. Now y will be 4 upon 3 multiply 3 plus 7, that it become y will be 11. That means value of y dependent on x. It means x is independent and y is dependent on x. If I change the value of x, y also change. It means x is independent, I can take any value for x, but y depend on x because by changing the value of x, y also will be changed. In this exercise, who is alone, that is dependent, and who is in the group, that is independent. In the next sum plot, we know that on the x-axis positive, negative, we can plot any point on the graph paper. And on the graph paper, we know that in the one unit, there are 10 lines and we take as a points 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. In the next one, we have to find the value of x and y. The points are given x minus 1, y plus 3. These 2 points are given and that is equals to is given 4 and 4. Now what to do? Equate first with first. x minus 1 equals to 4, y plus 3 equals to 4. I can find the value of x5 and y as 1. I find the value of, just equate it and find. This is too much easy. Two exercises are there, too much easy. Just draw the points and find the algebraic expressions. In next one, now graph is given, we find the value where the point lie, we see it abscissa, that means value of x. Then in next part, ordinate value of y. Ordinate is 0, y value is 0. That means it will lie on the x-axis. We just identify it. And in next sum number 6, again the points are given and I have to find the value. By equating, I have to find the value of x and y. Sum number 6, I am doing one part. Value is given 3 minus 2x, that is equals to 7. Now what to do? I want to find the value of x. X is negative, I take it to the other side. 3 minus 7 equals to 2x, minus 4 equals to x, and x become minus 2. Same way I can find the value of y. In these sums, I have to just find it and draw the points on the graph paper. In the next exercise, there is the given x, y value is 0. That means abscissa or ordinate. Just 3 points are given. Like see the sum number first. Draw the graph for the each linear equation. X equals to 3. Now how to do x? Y is not given. X is 3. That means I will take on the graph paper x-axis and y-axis. Now x is 3. 1, 2, 3. This point is given and line passes through it. That means line will be like this one. On this line, x always will be 3. I don't know the value of y because answer is given x equals to 3. If y is given, in the next one, y equals to 4, fifth part. That means I will take on the y, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I will pass the line from y equals to 4. That becomes my answer. If one point is given, just draw line passing from that point. Now in the next sums, draw the graph. Now graph I have to draw. See students, in this sum, y equals to 3 and I have to want to draw a line. Now what to do? I will take, you can assume any 3 value upon you. You can assume any 3 values for x. I will take x equals to 1. Then y become 3. I will take let x equals to 2. Y become 6. I take let x equals to 3. Then y become 9. That means I have to take only 3 values for x or y. It's upon you. Any value you can take. Then I will find the other 3 values. Now take a table here. That is necessary because we have no confusion while drawing the graph. First x, y. I take x1. Y become 3. Then x as 2. Then y become 6. When I take x as 3, y become 9. This is my table. And now what to do? I will draw these points on the graph paper. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then 8, 9. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Take this one. First point is x value is 1, but y value is 3. This one. I will join this. First point line here. Then the next one is 2 at 6. Then the third one is 3 at 9. And see students, if you draw the line, if this line passes from the given 3 point, that means our calculation is correct. If any one point is outside the line, that means there is some mistake in our calculation. That is our checking also. We can check our sum by drawing the line. If the line passes through our 3 points, that means our sum is correct. But if any point lie outside the line, that means there is some mistake in our calculation. Please check it again. In these sums, all sums, we have to take the 3 values x or y, it's upon you, and find the other 3 values, and we have to draw the graph. This is the too much easy chapter for you, and we can do it easily. If we know the x-axis, y-axis, positive and negative, how to take the points, then we can do it easily. Do the calculation, first 3 the values of x or y. Then find the other 3 values. If you assume x, you can find y. If you assume y, you can take the x. And that you have to make the table necessary, because if you don't take the table, then there will be mistake in your sum, in your graph, and this part and this part you can say half marks. So please try to do it. It is a too much easy chapter for you and number consuming, because in this sum you can take 5 or you can say 3 small sum and 1 long sum. That means you can take easily 10 marks from this chapter. And now students, there is 26C. In this exercise we have to find the angle with the x-axis or y-axis. See this one. Now see, in the first part there is given this one, x-axis and y-axis given. This is, we know that x-axis and y-axis are perpendicular to each other, but there is a sign of given equality here. Equality, that means it is an isosceles triangle. If it is an isosceles triangle, that means this angle and this angle will be equal. I can easily find it, theta plus 90, that sum equals to 180. 2 theta will be 90 degree and theta become 45. That means this angle is 45. And I have to see the angle with x-axis. Don't see x with the y-axis. Angle belongs to x-axis, our angle. And I want to find the inclination, that become 45 degree in the first part. Now he say about write the inclination of the line which is parallel to x-axis. If I want to take the x-axis parallel line, now this is our x-axis, I take the parallel line to x-axis. These two lines are parallel. If I take line this on this one, that means it don't make any angle because it lie on it and the angle become 0 degree. But if the angle line is perpendicular to x-axis, that become the angle of 90 degree. Parallel line 0 degree, perpendicular line 90 degree. In that parallel to y-axis. In the next concept we say parallel to y-axis. That means with x-axis, which angle will be 90 degree. If we say perpendicular to y-axis, now this line is perpendicular to y-axis, that means parallel to x-axis, and its angle will be 0 degree. In the next angles, slope, and we have two angles are given and I want to find the slope. Slope means tan theta. Now the value is 0, tan 0 is 0, next is tan 30, 1 is that value, 1 upon square root 3, then the tan 45, that becomes the 1 value, then 60. Now I make a table here, so please see it how to prepare that table, because if you are able to draw that table, then it is too much easy. Now tan theta 0 degree, then 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, then 90 degree. Tan 0 is 0, tan 30, that is 1 upon square root 3, then the tan 45 is 1, tan 60 is under root 3, and the tan 90 is infinite, that means not defined. Tan 90 degree we can't find any value. This table you have to learn and we can put the value. In the next one, values are given, we want to find the angle. 0 is given, 0 will be at 0 degree. Then 1 is given, 1 is at 45 degree. We have to find the angles. In the next one, again parallel and perpendicular concept is given. And the next, that is the last part of for you, slope and y-intercept is given. For it, there is a general equation, that is y equals to mx plus c. Now, this m, that is the slope, and c is the y-intercept. Now see, m is the slope, y-intercept is the c. Now there is a given equation x plus 3y plus 5. Now we have to prepare it like this general term, that means y will be on one side. 3y equals to minus x minus 5, y will be minus x upon 3 minus 5 upon 3. Now the value of m is 1 upon 3 with a negative sign, and the value of c is minus 5 upon 3. That means slope is minus 1 upon 3 and the y-intercept is minus 5 upon 3. In the next, slope is given 2. That means I will put the value here 2. And the y-intercept is given 3. That means I will put the value of c as 3. It is my equation of line. Equation of line is given. Then we put at y one side and we can find the value of c and m. If the m and c is given, we will put it in the general equation and find the line of equation. So please students try to do it. Okay, thank you very much.